Finally, the engineers came with an answer that there is no way out. Either we should break the bridge or we should dismantle the truck. But that was a very difficult situation. And then suddenly there was a passerby who was going around and he saw the problem. He immediately said, there is no need to dismantle, simply deflate the tires of the truck. So height will go down and you'll be able to move the truck. Right, but if talking about India also, probably we must not have done much of the work in satellite area, but a lot of work in the area of drones have been done by our IITs.
It's the other way around. In drones, it is next to zero. I'll tell you why. First of all, you'll find it very difficult to say what is the technology which has been devised there in the IITs. Otherwise, a drone, small drone, kids in UK and Europe and Korea and Japan do it as their 10+2 project. What is there in drone?
Yeah, but they have come up with a lot of new innovations in terms of smart agriculture, in terms of...
Okay. That's applications. Let's go to the next step. How much of it has got practically implemented through companies in India?
Yeah, that work is going on.
That's the point I'm saying.
That work is still going on.
You say that it is going on. China is making drones by the lakhs now.
But there is one...
Turkey is making it by the tens of thousands.
The long-term decision, which is known as capital budgeting.
Okay, you mentioned something about, if you have a lakh of rupees, there will be certain expenditure, let's say 50,000, then you have 50,000 spare, then you pay some EMIs, and then you invest in insurance, and you invest in mutual funds, and therefore you do the optimization there. But do we handle the subject of personal financial planning anyway?
Yes, sir. Any ways of finance, anybody, if you're talking about personal level or at the organizational level, fund is always a scarce resource.
No, scarce is all right. But is corporate finance same as household financial management?
As I have told you earlier, employee well-being has expanded beyond physical well-being to focus on building a culture of holistic well-being, which we also called as total well-being, that includes physical, mental, financial, career and social aspects. So let's discuss more about each of these concepts. Starting with mental well-being. Mental well-being in the workplace is top of mind for everyone nowadays. So it is a state in which an individual can cope up with everyday stressors. They can work productively, reach his or her full potential and contribute to the community.
It means rising interest rate reduce the value of bond held by the bank and force the bank to pay relatively more on its deposits than it receives on its loan. There are some other microeconomics factors responsible for bank failure, that is, low capital and reserves, greed for higher profit, poor governance, and frauds. In frauds, Vijay Mallya and Nirav Modi are the good examples of people who did fraud with Indian banks. The closing of an insolvent bank by the regulator is known as a bank failure. In India, the bank deposits are insured by Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation, that is DICGC.
There is a surefire way. That's why employer branding comes into play. Here we will explore what employer branding means and its importance. The concept of employer branding has evolved radically over the last few years. It is no longer enough to merely create brand recognition. It has now to create a more meaningful connection. Employer branding has become a buzzword within most organizations over the last year. It is a strategy that seeks to influence how your current employees and your rest of the larger workforce perceives a company brand. It is a way of promoting your company as a place of work among job seekers and current employees. It refers to a company reputation and image projection towards its own employees and potential candidate for vacant positions, which translates into a greater loyalty from the former and a fervent desire by the latter to work for the company.
So first of all, starting from definition point, supply chain management is a comprehensive and integrated approach to planning, implementing, and overseeing the flow of goods, services, information, and finances from the initial source of raw materials through various stages of production and distribution to the end customers. The objectives of the supply chain management are improving operational efficiency and reducing cost, enhancing customer satisfaction by ensuring products are available when and where they are needed, increasing competitiveness and market responsiveness, reducing lead times and improving time to market for new products, minimizing waste and environmental impact through the sustainable practices. The main key components of the supply chain management are planning, sourcing, production, logistic, inventory management, information management, risk management, and collaboration.
Currently serving as the first Deputy Managing Director of the International Monetary Fund (IMF), Geeta Gopinath has played a crucial role in shaping global economic policy, particularly during times of crisis. Her journey from Kolkata, India, to the upper echelons of global economic governance is a testament to her exceptional talent, dedication, and a commitment to addressing pressing economic challenges.
The chairman of Wipro Limited. From a young entrepreneur taking over his family business to becoming one of the India's most respected philanthropists, Prem's journey is an inspiration. Born in 1945 in Mumbai, Azim Premji comes from a family with a rich business legacy. His father, Mohammad Hasham Premji, founded Western India Vegetable Products Limited, now known as Wipro, in 1945. Young Azim, after completing his education at Stanford University, took over the reins of Wipro at the tender age of 21. A daunting task indeed.
The Mahindra Group is an Indian multinational conglomerate headquartered in Mumbai, operating in over 100 countries. It has diverse business interests, including automotive, farm equipment, financial services, IT, infrastructure development, and steel trading. Anand Mahindra's journey with the Mahindra Group began after he returned to India from Harvard. His early experiences in Mahindra Eugene Steel Company.
The attacker tricked the employee into installing malware that allowed them to gain access to the bank system. They then used the Swift bank network to send fraudulent transfer requests, directing the money to the various bank account in the Philippines. The branch was discovered only after spelling error in one of the transactions raised suspicious. This case highlights how human error can manipulate and
gun control laws and put an end to the school shootings. Organizing a national protest. One of the movement's first and most significant actions was organizing the March for Our Lives protest on March 24, 2018. The main march took place in Washington, D.C., attracting over 800,000 demonstrators, making it one of the largest youth-led protests in U.S. history. Simultaneously, over 800 sister marches occurred across the United States and globally, showing the widespread support for gun control. The protest features from young activities and public figures, amplifying the movement's message. Leveraging social media for awareness.
Freelancer or full-fledged business person, I will explain with the full of enthusiasm, creativity, innovation and out-of-the-box thinking, which will help me certainly to make more video for you. So, what are you waiting for? Let's jump into the world of marketing. In this episode, we will highlight 6 marketing strategies with stories which will help you to recall even when you are studying, playing, watching videos and so on and so forth.
May we come in? Coming. So girls, all are going well?
Yes, ma'am.
दीपशिका, I have an important work for you. दीपशिका, listen, आज ही हमें एक प्रोजेक्ट देना है, हर हाल में आज देना है, और ऐसा टीम लीडर ये तुम्हारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है कि तुम इसे किसी भी तरह करो. आई डोंट वांट टू लिसन एनी एक्सक्यूजेस. मुझे पता है तुम वो ओवर टाइम कर रहे हो, मेरे बैक पीछे, मेरे पीछे तुम लोग गॉसिप्स करते हो, बट मुझे कुछ नहीं सुनना, मुझे हर हाल में आज चाहिए.
But ma'am,
नो, आई डोंट वांट टू लिसन एनीथिंग. कुछ नहीं, बस तुम्हें करना है तो करना है.
May I come in, sir?
Sakshi, come in.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Sakshi. Yes.
Sir, actually, I need to apply for leave.
Why, Sakshi?
Sir, because I need to go for health checkup. I'm really unwell lately.
Sakshi, month का end है, अभी छुट्टी नहीं मिल सकती तुम्हें.
But sir, I haven't slept for 45 days.
तुम पहले से ही लैग कर रही हो और तुम्हें छुट्टी चाहिए.
Sir, I'm really struggling. I won't be productive.
लो, ये तुम्हारा और काम है, तुम्हें और काम करना है.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't do it.
That's not my problem. You can manage.
कैसी हो श्रुति?
बस ठीक हूँ यार, बहुत ज़्यादा प्रेशर हो रहा है आजकल काम का.
वो तो है. क्या हुआ साक्षी?
वही यार कि सर ने छुट्टी नहीं दी.
क्या बोला सर ने?
यही कि वर्क बहुत ज़्यादा है, लोड ज़्यादा है, अभी छुट्टी लेंगे तो काम कैसे ख़त्म होगा.
हाँ, वर्कलोड तो बहुत ज़्यादा है 2 महीने से.
और हमने 2 महीने से कोई छुट्टी भी नहीं मिली है.
सच में.
इतने प्रेशर के साथ हम लोग कैसे काम करेंगे.
हाँ यार.
एट द एंड हमारी प्रोडक्टिविटी अफेक्ट हो रही है.
सच में. और ऊपर से हमारे वो सीनियर जो हमें और वर्कलोड दे देते हैं.
कौन?
वो अश्विन और विनीत.
और हर्षिता, कैसे चल रहा है आजकल काम?
यार मेरा तो बिल्कुल मन नहीं लगता यार काम वाम में.
हर्षिता, ये प्रोजेक्ट तुमने सबमिट किया था ना?
यस मैम.
चेक किया था तुमने ये रिपोर्ट्स पूरी? मैंने तुम्हें 1 हफ्ते पहले बोला था. और वो मैक्स कंपनी का प्रोजेक्ट रेडी है?
मैम उसी पे अभी वर्किंग पे है.
कितने दिन पहले बोला था मैंने तुम्हें? ये 2nd वीक है तुम्हारा यही सेम चीज का, और ये तुमने रिपोर्ट बनाई है. क्या रिपोर्ट है ये? रिपोर्ट सबमिट करेंगे हम. और प्रेजेंटेशन देखिए तुमने, ये क्या बनाई है तुमने? ये सारी रिपोर्ट्स मिक्सअप कर दिए तुमने पूरी. क्या है हर्षिता ये सब?
सॉरी मैम.
अगर ऐसे ही रहना तो तुम्हारी ये पोजीशन भी चली जाएगी इस तरह से. तो अब मुझे ठीक करके दो यार.
कोई बात नहीं हर्षिता, दोबारा कर लेते हैं, दोबारा हो जाएगा सारा काम.
यार चलो.
क्या हो गया हर्षिता?
यार बहुत स्ट्रेस है यार, मुझसे नहीं हो रहा है यार बिल्कुल. लाइक आई वांट टू गिव अप, आई वांट टू क्विट दिस जॉब यार.
बट क्या हुआ क्या ऑफिस में?
यार मेरा बिल्कुल मन नहीं लगता, मेरा इंटरेस्ट ही नहीं है यार. मतलब मेरे को स्टार्टअप ही करना था स्टार्टिंग से, मेरे को नहीं करनी थी यार जॉब वॉब.
बट तुम्हें हमने समझाया था ना यार कि एक बार तुम थोड़ा सा जॉब सिक्योरिटी ले लो, फिर तुम स्टार्टअप के लिए सोचना.
यार बट मैं इस चीज़ में लाइक खुशी नहीं हूँ, तो मैं क्यों करूँ? मेरे से काम भी नहीं हो रहा है, वो प्रोडक्टिविटी ही नहीं हो रही है जो होनी चाहिए. आई डोंट वांट टू डू इट यार.
तो फिर तुम रिजाइन कर दो.
नहीं सोच रही हूँ, बताओ कर दूँ?
तुम रिजाइन कर दो अगर तुम यहाँ पे खुश नहीं हो तो.
पक्का?
पक्का.
In times long past, there was churning of the sea to get amrit out of it, nectar out of it, and then some nectar fell and it was taken in a kumbh, that is a matka, and then spread in 4 places. That is Prayagraj, Haridwar, Ujjain and Nashik. That is where Kumbh Melas are held once in 12 years, and Mahakumbh is held once in 144 years. During the last month, there was celebration of Mahakumbh. Now, it is not some pandit sitting over somewhere or looking at the quality of the water which comes from the Himalayas. First snow melts, that somebody decides when the dates are going to be. It's all related to the 7 planets, their movement, and Mahakumbh means 7 planets are in one line.
What's a fascinating convergence of science and faith? The attendance of 500+ million people at the Mahakumbh event appears. Now, let's discuss some mind-blowing phenomena of the Mahakumbh. The first is the astral alignment. The The Mahakumbh event occurs when 7 planets align in a rare celestial configuration, which is believed to hold not only spiritual significance but the science also. The mass gathering. The event attracts enormous gathering of devotees.